In sports, all too often, eccentricity has taken the place of performance. Celebrity, the place of character. We seem to live in a time of diminished expectations, of lowered standards. And then there's Ray Rhodes. Those smoldering, hot coal eyes revealed a man who believed in hard work and pride. He demanded from his players all-out effort, all the time. And from opponents and fans, the respect that effort deserved. Owner Jeffrey Lurie made an outstanding choice in selecting Rhodes, and the 1995 Eagles reflected Lurie's bold vision and Rhodes' dynamic aggressiveness.
We expect to win. We don't just go out there hoping that we win, hoping we do pretty good. We expect to win every ball game that we're in. I don't care who we play.
1, 2, 3, win!
The opponent could be the Dallas Cowboys on a cold December Sunday at Veterans Stadium. Or it could be the Arizona Cardinals with a playoff berth at stake and a 17-0 deficit to overcome. Or it could be the Detroit Lions on Wild Card Saturday when the experts and your opponent expect you to be soundly beaten at home. The result was rather convincing. The home team had dominated from beginning to end. For the Eagles, it was all about respect. And by the end of the 1995 season, no team and no coach had earned more respect than the Philadelphia Eagles and Ray Rhodes. The 1995 season began with great anticipation, yet few results. There were home losses to Tampa Bay and San Diego, followed by a disheartening defeat in Oakland. After 4 weeks, the Eagles had won only once, on the road in Phoenix.
Intercepted by William Thomas. Touchdown! Willie Teague scampers all the way home.
Yet the seeds of the coming Renaissance were being planted, particularly in a new gospel that was far removed from the old conventional wisdom. Rhodes believed you play to win every game. Against the Cardinals, that meant a change at quarterback.
Back goes Pete. He's looking. He fires. Complete for a touchdown as he goes to Fred Barnett on a post. Rodney Pete put it on the money.
Rodney Pete directed the 31-19 victory. Winning was the only gospel for Rhodes. He understood that the season was not a marathon, but rather 16 sprints to be run 1 week at a time. On the season's 5th Sunday, Pete was the quarterback, and the West Coast offense Rhodes had brought from San Francisco had become a passing fancy. In its place was a commitment to running the football, with Ricky Watters the focus. Again, another reflection of Rhodes. Put the burden on your big-time players. The defense was led by rookie defensive end Mike Mamula, as the Eagles did what was necessary to secure a tough road win over the Saints. A week later, at the Vet, Watters and Charlie Garner exploded against the Washington Redskins. The numbers were staggering. For Watters, 25 carries, 139 yards, plus 11 receptions for 90 more yards. Garner rushed for 120 yards on only 9 carries, and 3 of those carries went for touchdowns.
The give goes to Garner, off left tackle. He's at the 50, at the 10, at the 5. Third touchdown of the day by Charlie Garner.
Yet it would take overtime for Gary Anderson to give Philadelphia a 37-34 victory.
The ball spotted. The kick is away. The kick is gone. It's gone. It's gone. And the game is over and the Eagles win.
You guys don't know how proud I am of everybody, man. Woo! We hung there and kept fighting. Kept fighting, man. That's the thing I enjoyed. We kept fighting. Took it in overtime. Still fighting, man. We're finding a way to win. We're finding a way to win. That's what this game's about. We got to find a way to win every week. Teams are going to respect our football team, too, because they saw a champion out there fighting back.
True that.
We're going to get to where we want to be, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there, but we got to hang together. We got to continue to believe in each other. Believe in each other and hang together, guys, because we can get it done.
Great.
Yes, sir, baby. Thanks, Lou.
The Eagles were becoming Ray Rhodes' team. Fighters, men who refused to accept anything less than their best.
Encouraging, great play. Great.
The group of men that Rhodes went to war with were Philly kind of people, long on effort and pride and fight. Philadelphians sensed a soulmate in this tough career football man from rural Texas, and they took into their embrace Rhodes and his team of stars, seasoned vets, retreads, rejects, reclamations, and outstanding rookies that he handpicked. The first-year head coach brought in more than 30 new players, but Rhodes was not rebuilding. He was looking for players who could win and any edge he could find. In 1995, his special talent was that he was able to mold a group of men into a team of winners. Against the New York Giants on the 3rd Sunday in October, the Eagles won for the 3rd straight week. Ricky Watters followed his extraordinary Redskins performance with another outstanding game, rushing 30 times for 122 yards. The defense did not allow a touchdown, and they scored one of their own.
Picked up by Zornick. He's at midfield. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown, Mike Zornick!
After victories over the Giants and the St. Louis Rams, the Eagles had won 4 straight.
Back goes Miller. He's loaded up. He fumbles the football. It's recovered by the Eagles. Rambling with the football is Kevin Johnson. Johnson's across the 10, across the 5. Touchdown, Eagles!
In the NFL, if you run the football and play good defense, you have a chance to win every week. As the season reached its halfway point, the Eagles were doing both.
He gives to Garner. Garner looks, bounces to the outside 50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Garner at the 10, 5. Garner for the touchdown! Charlie Garner!
Ricky Watters, after a disreputable debut, had turned his season around. His effort mirrored the passion and commitment of the city he played for, and his performance put him in the Eagles record book. His 1,273 yards was the 3rd best single-season rushing total in franchise history. In the Eagles' backfield, Watters was the thunder. Charlie Garner was the lightning. Garner's 5.4 yards per carry average was the best in the NFL. Yet Rhodes and his coaching staff were not constrained by any philosophy. Against the Denver Broncos on a Sunday night in November, the Eagles threw the ball on 16 of their first 20 plays. The result? A 31-13 victory that also featured 2 Ricky Watters touchdowns.
He's off at the 5, he fights his way to the 4, he slings his way in, touchdown, Ricky Watters!
On defense, William Fuller recorded an NFC best 13 quarterback sacks. William Thomas led all NFL linebackers with 7 interceptions, the most by any linebacker in more than a decade. Thomas and Fuller would make the Pro Bowl. Andy Harmon should have. In this era of overpriced, often underachieving free agents, Rhodes sought out hungry, unemployed players. Truck drivers, liquor store clerks, men who had something to prove and were willing to do anything to prove it. Daniel Stubbs, Kevin Johnson, and Ronnie Dixon were all out of football in 1994. In 1995, they combined for almost 100 tackles and 11 quarterback sacks. This patchwork unit dominated the Giants as the Eagles swept their division rivals. It was their 6th win in their last 7 games. The victory was also highlighted by Ricky Watters' longest run of the season, a 57-yarder that set up the first of 2 Rodney Peete touchdown passes.
He takes to Garner, he looks, he lobs it for the end zone, touchdown, Chris Bonnett!
For the second consecutive week, Watters would score 2 rushing touchdowns. He would make it 3 games in a row the following week against the Washington Redskins.
Gibbs to Watters, he's at the 5, and he is in for the touchdown, Ricky Watters!
Rookie cornerback Bobby Taylor helped secure the Eagles' 8th victory of the season.
It's intercepted at midfield, Bobby Taylor across the 40.
As November came to a close, the Eagles had become one of the NFL's most compelling stories. They were more grit than glitter, more spit than polish. Most of all, they were winners. December came, and the Eagles were 8-4, fighting for the right to play in January. With young men of promise and veterans reborn, this team captured the hearts and imagination of the country's most passionate fans. Never was this more evident than on a December Sunday in Philadelphia. The opponent, the Dallas Cowboys.
How about them Eagles?
5 weeks earlier, the Eagles were losers in Texas Stadium. They did not play Ray Rhodes football. On the Saturday night before the rematch, he reminded them of that. In fact, he insisted on a number of things.
I can't really tell you about it because it would be censored. It'd just be beep, 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 and furthermore, beep, beep.
It was graphic. It was colorful.
The message was really about respect. And he was telling us about, hey, the way you gain respect is to go out there and fight.
Let's get some respect, man. Defense on 3.
Here's a situation where Dallas Cowboys didn't respect us. You know, it was like they were breaking into our house and taking food off of our table and, you know, victimizing our family. He used those type of analogies.
The message got through. The message got through in his own way. He said what had to be said, what really was just, we had to stand up and be accounted for.
The Eagles fell behind 17-3, but this time they kept fighting. They would earn their respect.
Gotta get it done some kind of way today, man.
It's just check time, man.
Gotta get it done. Gotta get it done.
No game better defined what Ray Rhodes and the Philadelphia Eagles were all about. It began with respect. It would end with victory.
3rd and goal. Handoff to Waters. He's in. Touchdown. And the Eagles are back in this game. They go to Emmitt Smith. He throws the football. The Eagles have it. The Eagles have it at the 2. Eagles only 2 comes up with the ball at the 2.
4th and 1. That's how this game will be remembered.
Here's the ball game. Barry Switzer makes the call. Eagles can win it if they stop the Cowboys here. They give it to Smith. He doesn't make it. They stop him. The Eagles take over on downs. The Eagles take over on downs. The referees are talking. We've got the problem. Oh, they're going to call the 2-minute warning. They're going to say it was no play. Eagles stopped them once. Can they stop them again?
Twice in a row, the Cowboys opt to go for it. It just reinforced everything that Ray had been telling the players. You know, Ray had told them the night before, these guys don't respect you. And here come the Cowboys in this critical situation, making a decision that absolutely says that these guys don't respect you. And if you watch the way that those guys sucked it up and stopped them twice in a row, it was almost like that they took that energy that they had in the meeting the night before, you know, kind of what Ray told them. And they kind of said, we'll show you. You know, we're going to show you.
Here we go, 4th down. They give it to Smith and they stop him again. They stop him again. And this time they can't take it away from the Eagles. The same play. Ball is spotted. The kick is away. It's long enough. It's gone. Eagles beat the Dallas Cowboys 20-17. Just win your next job, baby.
Guys, a couple of things what I want to say to everybody in the room. The fact that, hey, we all believed in what we could do. We talked about it. We talked about what we had to do, and we went out and did it today. Everybody did what they were supposed to do. With every man to a man fighting to get this thing done. Team win. A big team win for everybody.
The following week, against the Cardinals, the playoffs would be the prize of victory.
Derek Witherspoon, who takes it at the 14. Starts up the center of the field. To the 20, 25, 30, 25, 40, 45 midfield. Down the near sideline. To the 35, 30. He's gone! Touchdown, Derek Witherspoon! Back goes Pete. He's looking. He is loaded it for Reggie Johnson. Touchdown! Pete's back. Under a rush. Goes over the middle and completes it. He's at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown! The game is tied and the Eagles can take the lead with the extra point. 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds separating the Eagles from a home playoff game. Back again goes Craig. It's intercepted by Thomas. His 7th of the season, and this game is history. And that will do it as the Eagles are zeroing in on their 10th win of the season, and there will be a home playoff game.
Get some respect, man. Time to get some respect. Some respect. Respect.
The Eagles had finished 10-6. They had won 9 of their final 12. They had dominated the NFC East. All that seemed to escape the attention of Lomas Brown, the Lions tackle who guaranteed an easy Detroit victory.
Nothing more to say. We're going to do our talking on the field today. Ain't got nothing else to say.
Mitchell on 1st down. He fires it. Deflected. It's intercepted. It's picked off by McGinn to Warner off the right side. At the 10. At the 5. Charlie Warner is in for the touchdown.
Charlie Garner's first quarter touchdown was only the beginning. It was followed by one of the most memorable 15 minutes in NFL playoff history. The Eagles would score 31 second quarter points.
He sets. He looks. He is looking for Barnett. Touchdown! Pete to Fred. Here goes Mitchell. He's setting up. He lets it go. Intercepted. It's intercepted. And running down with the football for a touchdown is Barry Wilbur. It's a 24-7 Eagles lead, and the Lions don't know what hit them. The Lions don't know what hit them.
The Eagles dominated the favored Lions in every area. They would become only the second team in NFL postseason play to score more than 30 points in a quarter.
Mitchell again with a short drop. He fires, and it's Michael Bennett. Deep. The water is touchdown. All day.
The quarter would end with one of the most extraordinary plays of the 1995 season.
Rhodes is thinking, I want another shot. Back goes Pete. He loads up. He is loading it deep down the far side of the field. Touchdown by Rob Carpenter. Rob Carpenter's caught it in the end zone. I don't believe it. Light it up. Light it up. That is the most points the Eagles have ever scored in a playoff game. And they've done it in the first half. The Eagles, 38. The Lions, 7. Back goes Pete. He is looping it from Waters. He's got it. 25, 20, 15, 10. Waters high steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They are loving it here in the Bay. Loomis.
The only thing you can guarantee is that you're going to die. That's it.
Back goes Bukowski. He pumps. He looks. He fires. It's deflected off. Intercepted. William Thomas at the 20, at the 15, at the 10. Cuts back at the 5. William Thomas for the touchdown. And this one's history.
History was made as the Eagles finished with 58 points, a franchise record, and the most scored in an NFL playoff game in 38 years.
All week long, we heard how people around the country didn't believe in us. I told you guys all along what's important is the guys inside this locker room right here. The guys inside this locker room who believe in each other. Who believe in each other. We believed all year in our football team what we get accomplished. And today we had to go out and show people that they can't guarantee anything as long as we believe in each other and go out and fight and stick together for 60 minutes, man. We're going to be hard to beat. Be hard to beat, man. All right? So just let's keep believing, man, because we can get it done.
What Ray Rhodes and the Philadelphia Eagles achieved in 1995 surprised everyone except Ray Rhodes.
My expectations are extremely high. I came into the season with a prediction we'd win 12 games this year. Fell a little short, but again, our team strived to get those things done.
Rhodes fell a game shy, but the league's finest coaching effort was rewarded. Rhodes was the NFL Coach of the Year. Respect had been earned. Winning accomplished. For Rhodes, that's the bottom line.